Hello Year 6 and welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. So I'd like to start off by saying what an amazing job you did yesterday. A couple of people I want to mention. So Reese, you did a brilliant job of your maths. Not only that, when I gave you some feedback to look at, you went back and did that really well as well, which is brilliant. So well done you. Then Maddie, you did an amazing job. Every single one correct. So you must have watched the video really closely. So another big well done. So well done to both of you. You did absolutely brilliantly. There was lots of other amazing work as well. So we're carrying on with measure today. And we're going to be calculating the area of shapes, as you can see. Now we're going to be doing, so we're still in this book, your Year 6 Maths Workout book, and we're looking at page 28 again, but this time we're looking at section 2 and the last section, section 4. Now that doesn't look like very much, but we've got quite a few challenges to look at along the way. So still some other questions that I'm going to set you on here, so you'll also need your purple book. So to get our brains warmed up, we are going to have a look at a little question, so you'll need your purple book for this. So we've done questions like this for our morning task before, but I really want you to think about this and how you could do it. So if the answer is 345, so you can see that at the top, use the numbers below to get the answer 345. I will give you an example to start you off. So this is the example that I have done using these numbers, so 10, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1 and 100. So I want you to try and get at least two ways of getting 345 using those numbers. So what I've done 100 times by 3 to get the 300. Then I've done 10 take away 1 is 9. And then I've used that 9 and done 9 times 5 is 45. And then finally I can do my 300, add my 45, which gives me 345. So I will put those numbers back up. So your target number is 345. So use the numbers below. So 10, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1 and 100 to make 345. So pause the video now and have a go at that to get this brain warmed up. Right, so on to area then. So I want to just remind ourselves really quickly about area. So remember that area is the inside of a shape, a measurement for the inside of the shape. So to get us going and just to get back into that idea, I want to just do some areas of rectangles. So if you look at A on the screen, so the way that I would work that out, and you can see this written on the slide, is length times width. So I would do 8 times 6. So my answer would be 48 centimetres squared. So remember, squared is a little 2 next to the centimetres. So that's how I would work out A is length times width, 8 times 6. So what I would like you to do now is pause the video and have a go at B, C and D using length times width. So have a little go at those in your purple book. Right, so you should have had a go at those. So you should have done 12 times 8, 10 times 5 and 9 times 7 to get the answer to those ones. So I want to move on now to parallelograms. So you've got something similar to this in your workbook today. Now, I don't want you to let it confuse you. It's not complicated. It's just like, so even though they're parallelograms, it's just like working out the area of a rectangle. So have a look at these ones. So I'll do the first one with you. I'll do A again with you. So I'll just take the length, which is 8. So this is A I'm looking at, the length, which is 8, and multiply it by the width, which is 3. So 8 times 3 is 24 centimetres squared. So in your purple book, I want you to have a go at B, C, D and E. Remember, it's just the same length multiplied by the width. So pause the video now and in your purple book, have a little go at those. Okay, so you should have done B, you should have done 10 times 6, C, 12 times 9, D, 12 times 4, and E, 11 times by 7. So have a look at if you did that. And then finally, what I want to look at for this section is the area of a triangle. So the area of the triangle is slightly different. You can't just multiply those two numbers together. So if you look at the first triangle that I've got here on the top left, So you've got 6 and 7. And then you've also got the formula to work it out. So it's half the base multiplied by the height. So half of 6. So if you're not sure how to halve, it just means dividing it by 2, counting in your 2 times table. So 2, 4, 6. So half of 6 is 3 multiplied by the height, which is 7. So I would do 3 multiplied by 7. So half the base, so half of 6, which is 3, multiplied by the height, which is 7. So it would be 21 centimetres squared. Remember the little 2 at the top. So have a little go at the other 3. So remember it's half of the base. So halve that first and then multiply it by the height. So pause the video now and have a go at that. Right, so you should have had a go at that. I'm actually going to go through these ones to make sure we were okay with them. So I've got 10 and 6, so I'll do half of 10, which is 5. So to help you, you could go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 5, multiplied by the height, which is 6. So 5 times 6 is 30 centimetres squared. Have a look at yours and see how you did. 4 and 5 then, so half of 4 is 2, so 2, 4. So half of 4 is 2, multiplied by 5 is 10 centimetres squared. And then the final one, 6 and 6, so half of 6 is 3, multiplied by 6 would be 18 centimetres squared. So you've also got the area of a triangle today as well. So these are the 2 sections I want you to look at in your workbook. So you've got the 3 at the top, so you've got 2 parallelograms and a triangle to do. And then at the bottom, you've got to shade in the shape that's got the larger area. So work out both areas and colour in the shape that you think is the larger area. So again, I'm really looking forward to seeing work because every day it impresses me. It bowls me over how well you are doing at home. You are brilliant. So I'm looking forward to seeing your work from today. A big well done, as always, from me.